Well, hello and welcome back. Some of you might not know this, but my wife and I bought an old house several years ago, and we've been pretty much using every last bit of our spare time to do some renovations here and there. I very much like to recycle materials. My wife very much likes to use, cheap materials at the very least, if not recycled ones. One of the projects we tackled recently is renovating our stairs. These steps were old, awful. The color on it was simply horrible. So there's a lot of things that, we expected would be improved by installing new steps. And as you can see, those steps look really nice. That begs the question of what did we do with the old stairs, the old steps? Well, here we're all about recycling materials, definitely recycling wood. This might not be a pallet project, but certainly I think it stays within the norm of the spirit of making sure that wood doesn't end up in a landfill where it doesn't belong. So here they are. These are the old steps. Very old, lots of paint on them, lots of defects. If you closely inspect these steps, you can see that they're actually not even flat anymore. That's how old they are. Some of them have bowed and twisted, following the grain. And others, basically, they've been so worn out of being walked on that they actually have some dips. So my first step in trying to recuperate this old wood is to throw it in the planer. Now, I was actually surprised when I've thrown pallet wood in there quite many a times. And, the planer usually makes short work of pallet wood, but in this particular case, there were so many holes from being walked on in them that it actually took probably 10 plus passes in the planer on the most aggressive settings. But eventually, those stairs came out really nice. It's actually beautiful wood. But then we have to deal with the back and front of the steps. Now the front is curved. The step basically has this little, let's call it dado to accommodate for a backboard. So after running this through the planer, I basically run it through the table saw, front and back. And I end up with the most beautiful boards ever. This looks like brand new wood. And thank God these are very old steps because they're actually thicker than 1 inch. So it gives me a lot of possibilities. A lot of people will tell you that you probably shouldn't process wood like this until you're ready to use it. Well, I guess I'm just a little bit impatient. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so that you don't miss a single episode. A lot of people will say that, you probably shouldn't process wood until you're ready to use it. Stupid dog. What am I trying to say? Or basically this region. I have no idea what word to use. I guess it is a dado, because it was probably made either with a router or a dado blade. What's fascinating is that here I am making a video about woodworking with pallets when there's so much more happening in the world. It's just, you wonder, but on the other end, people need their landmarks. They need to go back to what they understand, what they know. Because at the end of the day, airport security doesn't make you feel more safe. police with bigger guns doesn't make you feel more safe. Fences doesn't really make you feel more safe. What makes you feel more safe is just staying in your routine and understanding that tomorrow your routine will still be there. It won't be disrupted by surprises or things that you're not expecting. It'll just keep coming back the way that you expect it to, and one can wonder if that's real security or if it's just all an illusion. But it does help people feel better. Unfortunately, this isn't a philosophy channel. We're all about woodworking.